Today we live in a global society where every part of our life is interconnected with people and organizations from around the world. As an internationally accredited business school, we want to make sure that our students learn the opportunities they have and the lives others lead around the world. They also need to learn how business is conducted beyond the borders of the UAE. With this in mind, the College of Business, for the second time in the last 2 years, is arranging a trip, a short study abroad trip, for students to go and visit Atlanta, where we have a lot of Fortune 500 companies headquartered there.
Study abroad trips expose the students to different cultures and working environment, visiting different international companies, add to the students' knowledge and experience in the field of business.
We visited a place called Atlanta Tech Village, which was set up in 2013 by a renowned entrepreneur from Atlanta. Atlanta Tech Village provides entrepreneurs with a base to set up their business, where they can literally move in to a fully equipped space with all the facilities at hand. Entrepreneurs need to become a member first, and the space is given on a rental basis. This initiative provides great support to entrepreneurs trying to make a break in the industry.
None of us had ever done this before, right? So we all learned this as we gone along.
It was very nice. We had that introductory in the beginning. It was by Dr. Ali.
Yeah. One thing I like is we met this entrepreneur. He's doing this app, him and his friend, for kids that are 17 years and below. They are trying to connect the athletes, the children that are into athletes to be close.
Professional, more professional.
Yeah.
It's so huge and nice. Even the building itself, they love writing on the walls. They have walls full of, written stuff, drawings, and they put their ideas together. They have these small cabins where they can talk on the phone, to have their own privacy, quiet places, nap rooms. They can play ping pong sometimes for entertainment.
We had so much fun there.
It was fun.
Opening a place like this in UAE will help the younger generation to know that they can just speak out their minds, say out what their ideas are, and it will be some kind of motivation to them to reach whatever level they want to be in the future.
We visited a paper museum in Georgia Tech. This gave us an insight of the varied history of papermaking, which went back many centuries, and was fascinating to see articles that illustrated this. Nowadays, the original method of papermaking is no longer, so this was a good way for students to learn about the methods that were used to make paper. We also had a chance to visit the nanotechnology laboratories, where we could see research being conducted right in front of us.
He's in the Earth and Atmospheric Sciences department, and they're studying the presence of bacteria just before a storm.
The bacteria, they have found that can nucleate droplets.
Little dots in the pictures, instrument level, which is about the size of information that bounces off the surface. This one goes right in the sand, and then we put those particles in here, and then we discover what they look like.
one of the very, very weird things is that up until 10 years ago, even 15 years ago, material science really wasn't science. It was material engineering.
We went to this law firm, McCann Long and Albridge. The main aspect we focused on in the firm was the commercial law thing, which we had a presentation with a really nice guy. He showed us something about they help in commercial transactions among other countries. They have the intention of opening it in UAE.
Yeah.
He said somewhere in
Dubai, I guess.
yeah, Dubai. They help businesses to succeed and
How lawyers interact with the business itself, how they help them to go successfully into the business in a safe way. But yeah, it was interesting in many levels.
yeah.
It was a humongous building. It was very high. We were on the 50th,
But so
53
beautiful.
level,
It's
right?
so beautiful. Like in the presentation room, there's this amazing view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very quiet
Yeah.
and convenient for the whole thing.
Kilometers, then keep right on I-75.
It was a beautiful experience.
I think going to Chick-fil-A was a good experience as it taught us about commitment to family and one's own values.
They love the people they work with,
Yes.
and they're very loyal to each other, and that's something that's really appreciated, and it helps them progress.
And their loyalty to God, how they always have all their Sundays off so that they get to spend times with the Lord and the families. So that was sort of inspiring. It was good. And their workers were loyal to Chick-fil-A itself because like they love working there. Apparently the retention rate was 97%, and the workers just never leave unless they're either retired or they're not alive anymore.
They feel so secure in that company.
Yeah.
They feel secure. They feel like, all of their
They
wishes
feel
are
good.
fulfilled.
Yeah.
So that was something they value, and that is why they're still sticking to that company, and they don't want to leave it because everything that they want is
Given to them.
given to them,
Yeah.
whatever they want.
And honestly, I would really want to work in Chick-fil-A. It would be a good opportunity.
Kilometers, then keep right on I-75.
So that's Clayton Place. These are apartments, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths for 4 students kind of thing.
The campus of Clayton State University was exceptionally beautiful. Like there were dorms separate, and then there were separate apartments for the students themselves.
The professor that gave us the lecture, it's actually a
Margaret.
doctor,
Yeah.
and
She's a
her name
PhD.
was Dr. Margaret, and people call her Dr. T. She told us explained about different types of personalities. If you're sensing, if we were the people who sense or the people who feel, we found out what kind of personality we have,
And that would help us understand what careers we can go for.
She told us to be confident
Yeah,
about everything.
Increase
and,
our level of self-confidence. That was the main thing. And it's about time that women empowerment should take place because society is changing.
And we went to the Coca-Cola headquarters.
Yeah, and we met different people from different positions in the company.
They had like a whole itinerary plan, so there's an introduction.
It was actually very, very interesting.
Yeah, it was.
It's not just one, it's that experience.
Coca-Cola gave us an enriching experience that walked us through their new campaign and the story behind it. How they tailored their marketing plan on an international aspect and local scale gave us inside knowledge on how these plans are actually rolled out from a conceptual and practical level. One of the areas that was most interesting was how much Coca-Cola truly believed and heavily invested in women entrepreneurship, setting up a fund for women to set up enterprises. All in all, Coca-Cola gave us a great perspective on how important it is to communicate and create marketing campaigns on an intimate level that touches consumers.
They help the people or the women in the world that contribute to this, the Coca-Cola.
The way they were helping, like the different fields in which they were helping women, that was really inspiring for me.
It makes you want to get involved in something as cool.
You'll have this in your office. It's a little miniature university.
It's beautiful!
This is our campus.
Yes. That is wonderful! Thank you so much.
We got a chance to visit the Atlanta Community Food Bank, which was so inspirational as we packed food boxes for people who can't actually afford food. This gave students a real-life opportunity to understand that there are people who go hungry no matter where you are in the world, and by volunteering, you can actually make a real difference in someone's life.
It was like helping people, doing something good for a good cause. It felt really nice, right?
Yeah, they said it was all hungry people who had to choose between eating and doing something else, like eating and getting to work, or doing this and this. So the fact that they didn't have to make that choice because of us was just really cool.
We could start with small things, just donating clothes that we don't use anymore. I would like to start that in Abu Dhabi.
And the fact that we can look back at this trip and see that we spent some good, like we had fun, we did educational things, and also we gave back. So that was very nice to do. So.
We had a wonderful opportunity to visit Kern & Nagel, which is an international logistics company in Atlanta. They talked to us about their products and services, and also their head office in the Middle East, which is actually based in Dubai. This gave us a great insight to see their network as well as how they deal with customers. We got to walk through their marketing department where they set prices. We got to walk through as well their warehouses where we could see different freights coming in and out. They also talked to us about the different logistics they had to transport goods, such as through sea or air or through a network of trucks. So this gave us a really good idea of their network, how big they are, and them actually being based in Atlanta and how they operate internationally.
The trip helped me in knowing how corporate life really is, how everyone has to be punctual, how formal, how serious it is, and how it's going to be later on in life when I start working. It's just giving us like a trailer of how our life is going to be in the future.
It opens your eyes to new things, new concepts.
You become more open-minded.
Acknowledged.
Yeah.
See, this course and this trip kind of changed my whole concept about this business thing. It showed me how interesting business can be and how related it is. It connects everything together.
It's not just about learning about business, it's about learning how to work and how to understand a work environment. That's what I took the most from this trip, I think. Yeah.
Abu Dhabi University gave us this new and unique experience that I never thought I would have in my entire life.
It's an eye-opening to us. We have to go internationally so we can grow for our country to another level.
There is a lot of knowledge that I gained from this trip and our visits to the companies that I can bring it back to my country. It's important for the student because they will experience what they learn in real life.
I believe this trip is very successful for the students, and I hope Abu Dhabi University will organize more study abroad trip in the future.
It was really an enlightening experience for both the faculty and the students. It paved the way for building invaluable relationship with experts and peers on a global level.
After having completed the study abroad trip to Atlanta and Florida, I should say it was a big success. The student feedback has been incredible, and they are unanimous in saying the College of Business and Abu Dhabi University should do more of these study abroads. We have been able to introduce students to a lot of various corporations, also international business concepts. Now we believe their horizons are widened, their aspirations are global, and they would really consider living and working not just in the UAE but abroad. We hope to do more, both short-term and long-term exchanges where students can live and work and study both here and abroad. We also want to extend this opportunity to graduate students in settings where they can meet and exchange ideas with their peers abroad.